All right, I'm here with my friend today, Eric Ridgeway. He's a bonsai professional. I'm an enthusiast. We're at a nursery and we're shopping. We're actually down in Portland and we're shopping. So we stopped by a nursery. We're going to do kind of an impromptu thing here. How to look for a bonsai tree at a nursery with a professional. So Eric and I and another friend of ours, David, went down to Portland to buy some trees for Randy and I. In the process, we stopped by this nursery just to kind of make a quick video on what a professional would do as far as looking for nursery stock that would turn into good bonsai. If you don't know who Eric and Victorina Ridgeway are, you should. They are a staple here in the bonsai community in Washington State. Together, they run Issho-En. It means together or community. So the community garden. Eric is a disciple of Dan Robinson. You could really see it in his work too, from the carving to the quality of the trees and the type of trees that they use. Eric really focuses in on native species put into American-made pots. Let's take a look at some of his trees. So we've made our way into the conifer section, and this is kind of where you want to start when you're looking for a tree. Eric and I have already kind of gone through here. We haven't seen anything that we loved yet.
Not really seeing anything.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You have the kind of stuff you typically see. Here's the stuff that people often see that they think they want to make a bonsai out of, but maybe they should reconsider. And that's all these seagrass, and like this little guy here. Sometimes you're gonna find a good one, but usually it's not gonna be as great as you want. That zigzaggy S-curve business.
Yeah.
That's what we see in the malls and stuff, but that's not what we're looking for when we're looking to make a high quality bonsai.
Right.
Yeah, and definitely one of the topiaries. Well, maybe you could do something. If we get Peter T out here, he can make a big circle out of it and make a cool tree.
So Eric, we see this all the time in nurseries. This is an Austrian pine. Would this make a good tree for bonsai?
This particular tree,
because we see this all the time. This is the type of material.
We see this all the time, the type of material, and me personally, I don't like these big straight trunks when it comes to this material. Does the species make a decent bonsai? Absolutely. I think you absolutely can make excellent Pinus nigra. We have one at the house. It's a fantastic tree. They take a little bit of work, but because they're weird pine. But do these, like, there's no taper here, right? There's no taper in the trunk. This is too big to try to move. You're not gonna add any movement to this trunk, and you're not likely to get that formal upright. People sometimes, want to make the formal upright out of it, and that's harder than it sounds. Like, there's a reason you don't see a lot of them. Formal upright is actually a truly difficult style to get right, and so this particular tree, I would just pass it by.
Right.
It's not the kind of thing I'm looking for.
So Eric, this is, in my opinion, the gateway drug to bonsai. Is the dwarf Alberta spruce. Would this make a good bonsai?
I definitely don't suggest that people try to start here. You're all right. It's such a gateway drug, though. Like, it's a tiny little tree. It should make a great bonsai.
And they're cheap.
But one of the difficulties in trying to grow bonsai from dwarfs is that they're really slow at becoming big trees, and they're really slow at becoming little trees that look like big trees. Dwarfs don't really grow fast. They grow really slow. Can you do it? Absolutely. It's been done, and a lot of people have done it. Do I think people should start in a space like this? Absolutely not. Like, this is for later. This is a skill that takes some time to get to make this into a high quality bonsai. But if you want to buy a tree that is inexpensive to learn how to grow, maybe this could do that for you. But it's really about trying to keep it alive.
Hey Eric, is that a good bonsai tree?
Well, no, but it has a lot of excellent merits. Why is it always no but, right? So we do have some visible elements that we can actually see that look really nice, and that is a good nabari, or at least a good kind of basal spread. You know, it's important when you're looking for bonsai. Don't just look at what you see here, but like, you know, get in there, see what's going on. Get down in the pot. If the tree's bald and burlapped, grab a nursery attendant and find out if you can open the ball, and have a look down into the ball. Make sure, you know, I carry a pocket knife with me all the time to open balls of burlap, and to open burlap, and just get down in there, have a look around, see what the nabari is doing if you can. You know, see how the tree looks. We've got decent branch placement, that there's a branch, you know, above but not directly above another branch, so there's some decent structure. You know, for a tree, for a pine, that would be a good place to start. This is, however, is not going to backbud to the places that we want necessarily, and obviously this is more Milwaukee than anything else.
Right. So this tree right here, we're just pointing out.
It's really more about, like, it's got good basal flare.
Yep.
This is something you should be looking for, and dig. You know, don't just go with what you see on the surface. Really get down in there and have a look around to see what the roots are doing. You know, it's important to see what's going on below the soil surface. The individuals in the nursery industry aren't really after the nabari as much as you are. So
right. So look for the nabari. Look for the taper.
Yeah. Some taper.
Look for good branch structure.
Decent branch. You know, decent branch placement. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, don't get too worried about any of that. But hey, is it starting to work in the direction you want to go?
Yeah. So this is more of a Milwaukee tree, but we're just pointing out, because it has kind of an open trunk to see what you're looking for.
And it's Pinus Sylvestris.
Yeah.
It'll backbud, but not to the extent that you want for making a bonsai.
Looking. Here they're supposed to be good sometime, but never in this. Just don't worry about this stuff here. This isn't. So we didn't find anything in the conifer section, but we're here in the maple section, and here in the Pacific Northwest, maples are king or queens maybe. Here's some shishis. Let's take a look at what to pay attention to if you're looking for a maple bonsai from nursery stock.
It's not bad, Dad. The one on the end
okay.
Isn't bad.
Let's take a look at this tree. All right, Eric, what would you look for in a maple, a nursery stock maple, that would make a good bonsai?
Well, I think one of the things really is that people often start with looking for the really small trees. As you can see here, we're looking at a big tree, you know, what, 25-gallon pot, something like that. You know, we're looking at a big tree. And we're looking for a tree out of all of this, though, to come, you know, maybe 18 to 20, 24 inches. So what you're really looking for is the trunk size. You know, the trunk size on these trees is not going to change a lot in a pot. This tree's been grown for quite some time to get a nice big trunk, and that's what we're after. That's what we're trying to buy. Good trunks, good bases. You know, as my teacher Dan Robinson always said, show me a good trunk, I can build at the top. So that's what we're looking for here, is a really good trunk. We can build the top. And the cool thing with this, being a maple, there's a lot of really great Issho-En or medium-sized trees that you can air layer out of this and turn this one investment into 6 or 7 trees. You know, you're gonna end up with a whole yard full of trees off of this one $300 tree. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking for something with a really good base, good spread in the branches, low branches. We've got low branches. These all kind of emanate from one area, but we can probably manipulate them, maybe remove 1 or 2 of them to see which one's got to go, and prevent it from, you know, getting too much reverse taper in one area. We're not going to let the tree grow a lot, you know, or fast anymore, so we're not going to have this massive change in energy. But yeah, I see a couple good air layers in here too. If we weren't, you know, running around today, I probably would buy this tree and start to work on it. There's a couple other ones in here that look pretty nice. Shishi grows kind of slow. It's got this nice crisp round leaf, good color in the fall, nice small leaves. It's good for bonsai, so it's not hard to ramify these and get them down small. They're already small on their own. But it's got decent nabari, and as you can see, as it goes down, it gets a little bit better. It's a bit clubby, but it does spread out right here a little bit. So, and we can work to spread that out a little bit more. You can take some of these and even, like, you know, graft them onto the side to get better roots. Just take a air layer of these off and then approach graft them to get better roots on some of the places. They're a little thick for thread grafting, but you could approach graft some of them on to make better, bigger roots. Make a cool tree out of it. This is probably the best bet in the whole place.
Yeah, there you go.
Skill of being able to go to a nursery when you're looking for bonsai is the ability to leave without one. That's really hard. It was really hard for me. It's probably really hard for a lot of other people. But the number one skill is really being able to just say there's nothing here, go to the next nursery.
And we didn't pick up anything at that nursery. Our destination was really to go to Randy's place and pick up some Yamadori material. So we picked up a few ponderosas while we're there. I got a couple, here they are, and this is what they look like. Eric, on the other hand, picked up a beast. Check out this video.